everyone! So today I'm going to be giving you guys an update on some of my projects, and I'm also going to be talking a little bit about, in my last video I talked about me starting the Stephen West make along. So I'm also going to be talking about that in this video, but I just thought it'd be fun to sit down and talk with you guys and just show you guys what I'm working on, something I'm about to start working on, and just a little mini update on where I'm at on my projects. So let's get started. The first thing I want to talk about is the Stephen West Make Mystery Knit Along. And I mentioned this in my last video that I was really excited to be starting it because I'd never done one before and I really wanted to learn some different knitting techniques and just kind of expand my horizons, and I was really excited. I bought the yarn at DFW Fiber Fest, so I was super excited to get started on it. If you've watched or are on any kind of knitting where Stephen West is mentioned, you probably saw the whole situation with the mystery knit along, specifically Clue 1. So I actually decided to step back from doing the knit along. It just kind of made me sad to see like everything that was kind of being said, and so I just decided to not participate in the actual knit along for this month. I might knit on it down the road, but for right now I just was kind of disappointed on how this kind of turned out. I know he made a video about talking about the new direction of the mystery knit along, and also being on Instagram at all is constantly ruined. Like, I did not realize how much people post about the clues as soon as they finish it, which some of these people finish the clue within like a day, and I don't know how they do it, but they do. And so it kind of got ruined for me quite a bit, so I just kind of decided to step back from it and not knit on it right now, and maybe in a couple months I may revisit. So since I am no longer doing the knit along, I was kind of worried I wasn't going to be able to have a lot to talk to you guys about, because that is kind of all you can work on because it is a lot to knit on. So since stepping back from it, I've been able to work on some other projects, so I wanted to share that with you guys. I know I didn't put up a video last week, but I kind of was making the decision to step back from the knit along, and so I didn't really want to talk about it, didn't really want to post about it or anything like that, and I've been working on it for the majority of the time. So I thought today I'll just share with you guys a couple things I'm working on and a couple plans I have for my future projects. So the one thing that I mention in pretty much every video is the mock neck tank top that I am working on, or the Bird of Passage tank top, and I finally separated the front and the back. So now I'm working on the back, and about 2 weeks ago I was at this point and now I'm way up here. So I've made quite a progress on it, and so I'm working on this and I'm shaping the armholes. Hopefully I don't have stitches falling off. Yes, I do. Hopefully I will, after I'm done decreasing to kind of help shape the armholes, then I can go to, then I think you work 4 to measure 7.5 inches. So not too bad, and I'm not working nearly as many stitches as I was before, so I definitely think like this is going to go a lot faster. So I just need to order my needles for the ribbing around the arms and the ribbing around the neck. You need a smaller size, so I do need to buy those. But I am really excited that I am starting to wrap this up and finish it, and I'm feeling very, very happy and pleased. And so now I'm kind of keeping my eyes open of what do I want to work on next, because I'm beginning to see an end in sight, and it's kind of amazing the yarn I've used up and how much yarn I have left. I'm like, dang, hopefully I have enough. I know I will, but there's always that little bit of panic in me of like, I really hope I have enough to be able to get this done, which I think I'll have plenty, but still, I always get that panicky of like, did I buy enough yarn? Even though I do have enough yarn, but I just always get that way. But I did work the body for 12.5 inches, and so I'm done now with the lace on the sides, and I just think it's really, really pretty, and I'm just super excited about it. I think it's going to be gorgeous whenever I'm done with it, especially I think after I'm done blocking it, it will lay even better than what it is laying right now. So I'm just really excited. Like I said, I see an end in sight. I actually see it coming together now, so I'm super happy. And since it's a tank top, I don't have to worry about sleeve island, so I'm very, very pleased about that. Another thing I did this week was I did a little swatch on this yarn in here. Let me show you guys what it looks like. Hopefully you guys can kind of see it. I was doing a little bit of crocheting, and I'm using this yarn by Hobby Lobby, and it is called Yarn Bee Blended Bliss. So this is what it actually looks like in the skein, and it's just basically this kind of, I think this is in the shade Clay, and I do think that's a good name choice for this color because it really does remind me of clay. And so it's the color Clay kind of twisted with a creamy white shade, which kind of gives it that look of marbled-ish look, I think you could probably say. And I was doing a little swatch because I saw this sweater, and I don't remember what it's called, but I will have a picture in the name of it. I saw this in a magazine, and I don't know why, my heart has been wanting this sweater for a really long time. So I think I am going to actually make it. And I typically do not crochet sweaters anymore, but I really love the look of the sweater. I think it's so pretty, just so gorgeous, and I kind of always envisioned it in this yarn, so I'm going to use this yarn and make this beautiful sweater and crochet it. I think it's going to be kind of fun to do something different. I decided to do this swatch, and I don't really love the way the ends of it are looking, because on one row you count the chain as a stitch, and then on the next row you don't, and my stitch count isn't exactly coming out right, so I think I need to keep on working at it and see if I can get it to work, because I'm losing stitches on one end and then gaining them on another end, and it's not straight. See, this is the side, it's beginning to increase, and then this side is decreasing. So it's not evening out at all. It kind of looks slanted, and I don't know if that's like that purpose of it. I don't know if it would block out even. So we're going to take a look at that before I actually make it. I'm just going to keep on working at it. And then I've been using my clover hook, and this is in the size F or 3.75 millimeter. I'm just using this to swatch. I went down a hook size just to see if I could get the correct gauge. I tend to have a bigger gauge with crochet and knitting, so I always try to go down, and I've been trying to get better about doing gauge swatches because I want to make sure the items I'm making are actually going to fit me. But I am excited about this. It is something very different. I typically do not crochet. I do a lot of knitting, but I want to do something different, and I think this will be really fun to kind of get back to my roots of crocheting. And I think it's fun to kind of share both with you guys and not just knitting, because I do both. I do knit and crochet, so I think it's kind of fun to be able to show both types of projects and be able to talk to you guys about both of them. But I do like the stitches of this. I do think it's super pretty. But like I said, it's not looking very even, so I don't like that. I need to fix that. And so I'm going to be working on this now. I need to get a little project bag for it. And then the last thing I'm going to be working on, and I'm actually going to be winding the yarn up and, well, caking the yarn up, and starting probably tonight or tomorrow, is I'm going to be using the Heathered Handmade sock yarn that I bought at Fiberfest. And this is in the shade Hello Fall. And I'm going to be making a pair of fall socks out of it because I just think that'd be really fun. And I know it's Socktober. We're halfway through Socktober, but I'm a little late to the game, but I thought it'd be just really fun to make a pair of socks and just kind of work on them and kind of refine my sock making abilities, because like I said, I tend to be on the looser side of knitting and crocheting. So I need to get better about getting my gauge and my tension more normal. So I'm going to be making these pair of socks. I'm going to be actually making the whole thing on magic loop, which I've never done before. Usually I start off on magic loop and then I move to little tiny, I think they're 8-inch circular needles. but I think I'm getting looser because I'm using these smaller circular. I think because the way I hold them, I tend to be even looser than normal. So I'm going to do the whole thing on magic loop, and I tend to be tighter on magic loop. So I'm hoping that's going to help my tension stay normal and actually have the sock fit my foot. And then I'm going to be more mindful when I'm knitting of holding my tension and keeping it very close and the same as what it's actually supposed to look like. So I'm going to be working on that. That's going to be kind of a project of me helping me get my making socks, which I do love to do, but making where they fit me and also kind of helping my tension under control. But I love this yarn. I think it's super pretty. It's a little bit more muted than I typically go for, but I just think it'll be a really cute pair of fall socks. So I'm super excited about that. But I think this is actually everything I have to talk about. I don't really have a lot to talk to you guys about today just because I haven't been working on a ton of items. I've just been kind of knitting and crocheting here and there. Like I said, I wanted to do the gauge swatch for this sweater, and then I also wanted to work on my other mock neck tank top because I want to get that done, especially since now I've seen an end in sight. And then I'll also be caking up this yarn and making a cute pair of socks. So I don't really have a ton of projects going on right now, but they're just kind of small projects that I'm just enjoying and having a good time with. So I just want to get on here and share that with you guys, and also kind of share a little bit where I'm at with the Stephen West Mystery Knit Along. Obviously I'm not going to be vlogging through it like I've talked about before. I didn't have it vlogged anything, so there's that. I guess we'll have to look forward to Vlogmas later in the year. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and let me know down in the comments below what you guys have been working on. I would love to hear about them, so please let me know in the comments below. Anyway, guys, I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!